close to the elite women's start. 1, 2, 3, noise.
Sounds good, sounds good, sounds pretty good. We're gonna need some cheers throughout these call-ups, and we're gonna need some cheers when our racers start here today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is our call-ups for the XCC Elite Women's National Championship race. This young lady came on strong last year and finished the season off as national champion. From Kentville, California, riding for CMC Ridley, let's welcome returning national champion, Kelsey Urban. Out of Temecula, California, riding for Trek Factory Racing, welcome to Gwendolyn Gibson. Out of Inverness, California, let's welcome Sevilla Blanc. Out of Waterloo, Wisconsin, riding for Trek Factory Racing, let's welcome Madigan Monroe. Out of Highland, Utah, riding for Imaginary Collective, this is Sydney Nelson.
From Perrin, Arkansas for Heart Pro Cycling, let's welcome Isabella Robles. For the next two, Roanoke, let's get loud. Living here in Roanoke, Virginia, let's welcome, racing for Ride Fierce Racing, Abigail Snyder. And keep that noise going for another hometown hero here for Ken's Bike Shop, it's Emily Shields. Next to the line, we will invite up from Crested Butte, Colorado, Aaron Kelly. And then to finish our call-ups for our field from Williamsburg, Michigan, for Cosmic Racing, Emma Schwab.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you're able. Take your hat off, find the closest American flag. It is now time for the national anthem of the United States of America. All right, and with that, I'm going to pass it down to Amy for race day instructions. We're under 1 minute.
Welcome to Roanoke. Welcome to Roanoke and to the 2025 Short Track National Championships. This is a 20-minute race. The 80% rule will be in effect. I will give you 1 minute, 30 seconds, and a whistle start anytime in the remaining 15 seconds. Be safe, have fun, and good luck. We are approximately 1 minute, 30 seconds to go.
Do we have to take that tape down?
Riders locked in the grid, getting
30 seconds to go.
30 seconds to go until they begin competing for a national championship title. Up for grabs, a gold medal and a Stars and Stripes jersey to our first finisher here in the women's short track. The defending champ is back with us. They're
15
within
seconds.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our elite short track cross country national championship has started. Flying by the finish line, going into turn number 1 right now. 2 of the track national team riders, or track factory team riders, are at the front. Gwendolyn Gibson, Madigan Monroe, and right there with Sevilla Blanc as well. Through the tunnel. Madigan Monroe has lead, Gwendolyn Gibson in second, Sevilla Blanc in third.
a quick start here and a good start for the Trek Factory Racing Pirelli riders in the red and the blue. Madigan Monroe, a fantastic rider at this style of racing on the front, one of the younger ones in the bunch, but has fantastic experience at the professional level. Navigating and leading this thing through. She is a cyclocross racer, now mountain bike racer, focusing in the professional levels of mountain bike racing, leading our field here. Very familiar on the front of the bike race.
Here they are, dropping into the amphitheater already. "21 miles an hour as he drops down the amphitheater. Thank you to Roanoke Spiders for the radar gun.
So 4 riders now making a clear separation from the rest. You've got the Trek Factory Racing Pirelli 2 on front.
Kelsey Urban is that 4th rider on the back.
A fast course and a challenging course. You can see here on the amphitheater side just how up and down and twisty-turny it is. Here on the home stretch, call it the finishing line stretch, it's just a slow and gradual increase of elevation up to the first turn. Riders navigating through the first turn, they bend into the grass with a nice swooping up and down toward the wall ride. Through our tunnel here and then kicking again. So going to have to be very careful of buffering that red line. It is a short race, so riders will be able to push the limits here in red line for about the 20 minutes. Look at the speed they're carrying here now as we've got people joining. No longer just a group of 4, 3 riders tagging along.
That's our national champion, Kelsey Urban, taking the lead here on lap number 2. Through the rock garden, what a line there to the right of the wheel. They're going to be hitting the amphitheater right here in just a matter of seconds. There they are, Kelsey Urban out of the saddle, trying to create a gap over Madigan Monroe, Sevilla Blanc, and Gwendolyn Gibson. Doing 21, 22 miles an hour past the amphitheater. Kelsey Urban on the front, putting power on the pedals, trying to get away early, although it looks as though Madigan's bringing her back right now.
So Kelsey Irvin leading through on our second lap, followed by Madigan Monroe. Sevilla Blanc sitting in third, with Gwendolyn Gibson in fourth. Cosmic Racing sitting in fifth place. And then Emily Shields here from Roanoke for Ken's Bike Shop sitting in sixth. After Shields across the line, it's Sydney Nielsen for the Imaginary Collective. In eighth place, Isabella Robles. Ninth place, Abigail Schneider.
All right, through the tunnel. It's Irvin. Sevilla Blanc in the second.
Hitting the top here, riders definitely want to be in the lead before the rock garden to pluck their own and individual line, not riding shoulder to shoulder for anybody to bump them or push them or move them around. They want to have a clean line through the rock garden to set up this descent and a little bit of what's kind of a roller coaster kind of a feel here, where it undulates up and down and around this hillside of the amphitheater. So the fight and the jockey for position is incredible.
All right, there's Kelsey, Sevilla Blanc, the two Trek riders right there. Maddie Monroe in third, Gwendolyn Gibson in fourth. Here's fifth place, trying to bridge up.
So all right, on this hillside, remember we have two riders from Roanoke in the race. The first rider that you would see go by is Emily Shields, racing for Ken's Bike Shop. She's in a pink jersey. Next time she rolls through, let's get super loud and go crazy for Emily Shields. And I'll point her out as she exits the tunnel. Another rider that we have from Roanoke, Abby Schneider. She's in a red jersey. She's making the descent right now, a left turn here to go to staging. I'll point her out the next time she pokes out of the tunnel, but a huge favor to give our hometown heroes a big, big cheer here in this race. Talk about what an event for a national championship on your home turf. Riding their bike around Roanoke, seeing this amphitheater for all of the events that you have all year long, thinking, it might be fun to race my bike there, and now they get to do it. So we had better support them and make some noise for them next time they power up this climb.
I mean, look at all these people, make some noise!
Looks like Madigan Monroe sitting there in the group with her Trek Factory team, riding well as a part of our lead four. Here's Cosmic Racing in the black jersey with a fantastic effort, sitting just in the top 5. Our next rider that we're looking for in the pink jersey would be Emily Shields. Let's make some noise on the hillside for Roanoke's Emily Shields.
Come on, Roanoke, Emily Shields. And on the front of the field right now, this is Gwendolyn Gibson of Trek Factory Racing, followed by Kelsey Irvin, defending national champion, Sevilla Blanc, and Maddie Monroe in fourth.
Powering up the climb, Isabella Robles. And there you have it, Abby Schneider up the climb, folks. Let's make some noise for Abby Schneider from Roanoke, Virginia.
Oh, look at that. Gwendolyn Gibson opening up the gap over the three chasers as they go through the start-finish line. I mean, the finish line.
Beautiful overhead shot here. If you're at the amphitheater looking down at the stage, you can see the riders make that left to a quick right, traversing to this swooping uphill left turn. A quick little reset at the top, and then they've got a kind of a nice jaunt down in a bend to make it to the tunnel.
They're all back together now as they exit the library tunnel.
Through the library, no late fees here. Books not overdue. They're climbing up the hill now out of the saddle. It's been the same song and dance for the last 3 laps. Trek on the front, Gwendolyn Gibson. Then you've got your defending national champion for KMC, Kelsey Urban, in the lime green, sitting in second place. Sevilla Blanc, our next rider, in the blue and the light green, sitting in third. And then Madigan Monroe for Trek Factory Racing in fourth. It's a quick race, only 20 minutes long. We've been racing for about 10 minutes, halfway through now with our women's short track national championship.
Here they are dropping in the amphitheater right now. Same 4 riders in the front. Gwendolyn Gibson of Trek Factory Racing, Sevilla Blanc, Kelsey Urban, and Maddie Monroe. There we go as they roll through the finish line. For this lap, they're gonna see 6 laps to go. And here they are popping out on the finish stretch. 6 laps to go, ladies, 6 to go.
The fastest lap time so far has been 1 minute and 55 seconds around our circuit, set by Gwendolyn Gibson just on the last lap. 1 minute and 55 seconds to make their way around. Seeing 5 laps to go on the lap counter now. So only 5 more opportunities to see our racers ripping through this course here. A beautiful course and a fantastic downtown setting at Elmwood Park.
Kelsey Urban takes the front right now as they head through the rock garden. Around that hairpin right turn, over the rock garden, lining up. There's that #1 national championship plate on Kelsey Urban's bike. There they go. They make that left-hand turn onto the little bit of pavement. Rounding the corner by the monument here any second. Kelsey Urban continues to push the pressure, put the pressure on, but the 3 riders are just there on her wheel as they head through the fountain area. When the riders pop onto the finish stretch, they're going to see 4 laps to go. Here we are, 4 laps to go, 4 to go, racers.
It has been a nice battle with these 4 of the racing, getting pretty spicy at times. 1 minute and 55 seconds on our 1 kilometer long course, settling here just a scotch longer than 2 minutes and 8 seconds on this last lap. Looking around at each other on this climb, and as they make the turn to Jefferson, trying to size up what the other rider is doing, seeing who's got some fresh legs, who has some good breath about them with good power. The climbing does continue though, so a little bit of a break on Jefferson, then a punch up here over top to get into the tunnel, go underneath and through our library past the wall ride.
Under the tunnel right now, Trek Factory Racing at the front. Sevilla Blanc in second, Kelsey Urban in third.
Oh, a pass here, Mikey, a pass by Sevilla Blanc to take the lead going into the rock garden. So she wants her line, she wants her choice up and over the big first rock there on the right to ride it clean. Look for her to apply some more pressure as she's got a gap now. She's got a gap going into the descent after the rock garden.
Gentlemen, elite men, this is your first call to staging. Elite men, first call to staging.
It looks small at this point, but she's going to be applying pressure, watching her lean over her bike in the turns, going for it. Sevilla Blanc now on top of the speed. not relenting here. It is crucial with only 3 laps, what they'll see, 3 laps to go. Crucial at this moment to invest your energy and power into this opportunity.
And it's also crucial for the other 3 competitors to close that gap right now with 3 laps to go here in the Elite Women's Short Track National Championship.
Oh, the defending champ in the green, Kelsey Urban, is shutting this down. She is not going to let her get too far here. Did not like it that she was first to the rock garden. Did not like Sevilla Blanc with that cheeky move on this right bender before the rock garden at the top to take the first position. We've got 3 riders now back in connection and in touch with each other here going into the last 3 laps.
And 4th rider's about to make that connection as well.
Madigan Monroe battling back while the others are attacking, riding her tempo up and through the climb. She's a fantastic climber, is Madigan Monroe. This one is just a little punchier than most, but she has good power going uphill, so she'll use that to her advantage, and that's what she did there to get back into our lead group of 4. Sevilla Blanc, a little kick out of the saddle. You can see her mustering her power into the pedals, making this right turn clean here, no passing. She's still in the lead. Rock Garden, she takes a similar line, but chooses to stay a little left here instead of hitting that first big rock on the right. And that's what I like about this course, Mikey. There are different lines, but you can ride and piece them all together individually to choose whatever line you would like. Sevilla Blanc in the rock garden, they're choosing a different line than the first time through, letting her take some options, exiting that rock garden that she didn't have a lap earlier.
Here we go, dropping into the amphitheater. Blanc in the lead, Urban in second, closing that gap. The 2 Trek Factory Racing riders in 3rd and 4th, Gwendolyn Gibson in 3rd, Maddie Monroe in 4th. But on the power again, through the fountain area, is Sevilla Blanc.
Well, they'll make the turn here, the bending right turn, and they'll see 2 laps to go on our counter. The fastest lap time so far is set by Gwendolyn Gibson back on lap number 4. She went 1 minute and 55 seconds on the course. So 2 laps to go as Blanc is still on the front, but being contested, as I say that, with a move on the outside. Kelsey Urban from KMC Ridley is throwing it down. Your defending champ wants the lead position.
Oh, but look at this, Hoops, sorry. Into turn number 2, is there gonna be a move here?
Not an easy thing to do, holding that first place position. You've got 2 riders behind you that also want a little bit of that action out there to ride the clean line.
Over the top, dropping down by the ramp there into the library tunnel. It's Urban on the front, defending champion, bringing it to him.
On the front, you can set the tempo. Urban protecting the line through there, not allowing riders to pass on the right. Here you have, though, Sevilla Blanc. It looked like she thought about making a move with a little rise, but it's taken away from Urban again. She protects that inside that right turn. Urban holds steady there in the lead.
There we go, over the rock garden, Urban in the lead, Blanc in second, Gibson in 3rd, but look at this, Maddie Monroe shutting it down again, getting back on terms with those 3 leaders on the back. It's now 4 riders strong as they enter the amphitheater.
It's going to take an explosive move for any one rider to jump away from the other 3. Here you've got Urban, your defending champ on the front. Adjusting the dropper, getting some more leverage, and able to lean over the bicycle just a little bit more by putting that seat post down. And they hit the staging area, the seat post comes up. It is crucial moments here for our 4. They're going to make the final bend on the finishing approach and see 1 lap to go. So that means on the hillside, 1 more time. They go up the hill, we get loud. They go around the rock garden, and then they come back down the hill. We get loud for our racers. This is the final time for our hillside after they roll through the library.
Bell lap, 1 lap to go. Gwendolyn Gibson launches an attack through the finish line. This is the bell lap, 1 lap to go.
Gwendolyn Gibson, our second call-up. She's 19th on the UCI ranking, racing for Trek Factory. She was there shoulder to shoulder with Urban up the climb. Now Gwendolyn, she's got an advantage here going into this bending, sweeping left turn. Urban caught a little bit on the back foot here, about a bike and a half lengths distance. She's in third place. It's Gwendolyn Gibson and Sevilla Blanc 1 and 2, but you can see Gwen take that line a little bit wider to keep Sevilla Blanc at bay.
Yes.
Come on now on the hillside. Let's make some noise here. This is the final punch up to the rock garden.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Over the rock garden right now, Gwendolyn Gibson, a little bit of a bobble into the turn.
There's not much more room to pass, so all of these moments are crucial. One mistake can set the race apart here. Sevilla Blanc with a move on Urban in the rock garden. Urban now, your defending champ, into third position in the green jersey.
That was a sick pass by Sevilla Blanc through the rock garden on Kelsey Urban. They're going down by the monument right now on the corner. They're going to be cresting the climb into the amphitheater. This is a half a lap to go.
Position is huge, and you can see the bell by Sevilla Blanc. A pass on the downhill. She gets around on the move. Can she hold it now? It's Mia's away to the finish. A left turn through the staging grid. She's going to be putting everything she can into the pedals. Sevilla Blanc now leading on this 180.
Gwendolyn Gibson giving it everything she can in second place to come around Sevilla Blanc. Here we go, we got one more turn to go. Sevilla Blanc out of the saddle, Gwendolyn Gibson pushing.
With the gap, it's been the first rider to the cobbles becomes the champion. Sevilla Blanc, she'll do it here in 25. Come on, Roanoke.
Yeah, what a great elite women's race. That was so much fun.
Keep the noise going for the rest of the field as they finish up their race. The best mountain bikers in the country here at Elmwood Park, tearing it up for your short track. A fantastic job and a fantastic bit of racing, full throttle for 20 minutes, Mikey.
That was so exciting to watch, Hoop. And look at all these people at a mountain bike race in America. You guys deserve an applause of your own. Make some noise. Thank you for coming out, Roanoke. Final call to staging for our elite men. We're just about 2 minutes away from starting the call-up. Let's make some noise for this racer right here. All right, good job. Some lap times from the women's race. We see a 1:55 from Gwendolyn Gibson. I think that's the fastest time. Oh no, there's a 1:51 on the final lap from Sevilla Blanc to take the back-to-back national championship title in the short track.
Absolutely final call to staging for your men's elite short track. 26 starters in this race. we will invite the field here to the line.